Oh, pity. I didn't know this was part of Animal Crossing. Oh, so it tells us the pupper saved everyone. Telling the very fabric of existence, the pupper fought against the beast many times in something that's going past. This ethereal pupper valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility, or tranquilizers. I didn't read it right. Villagers' hearts filled with respect and something. As the pupper scampers about, looking for the stick that was thrown for him, or her. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Oh, hello, and welcome to Okami. I think just about everybody has probably heard of this game, but essentially, you get to play a pupper, and he's going to save the world or something. I haven't actually played this since the PS2 era. I've owned the game about 8 times now at this point. And I have never beaten it. Let's see. I got the original PS2. I got the PS3 remake, or like the update, or just something. I bought it on PS4 for the digital store. Got it on PC. I got it on Epic. So it was Steam and Epic. And also on Switch. So that's 6 copies of this game that I have never actually beaten, and have only played once. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? I just keep telling myself that I'm just going to keep... What? Yeah, sure. Whatever. I just keep telling myself that I'm going to finally get around to playing it, and I never do. Oh well. Alright, now it's time to get around to it. And let's play Okami. That's how it's pronounced, right? Yeah, Okami. Lordine. Oh wait, we've already watched this. Oh well. A tiny Hampton known as Kamiki lay nestled in the grove of proud, beautiful cherry blossoms. They sound tasty. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. They really like trees there, apparently. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. We know what you did. You say Satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast. That's a dragon, or possibly a hydra, not a beast. Beast is a completely different category of monster. The young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain. Well, that's a rude thing to say about. Okay. They're talking about the dragon. I was gonna say. 8 heads mounted on the necks the size tree trunks. Cherry blossom trees? Its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. That's why we're gonna pan over here to something nicer. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. Look at that pupper. This pupper, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Hiranui. The village really liked Bionicle, and so they kept naming things after them. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village. He made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. He also wore a little Batman mask. He always asked for treats. People assumed the pupper to be a familiar of Orochi. But that couldn't be possible because Orochi was not a wizard, so didn't know the Find Familiar spell. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the pupper, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. He took the dodge action. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into Hiranui, the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to be put to the end. I can read. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the Beast Cave in the place of his beautiful love, her beloved. Words. The Moon Cave. This place, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. Oh yeah, caves are dark. That's how they work. They're underground. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Wait. His eyes are on his neck? Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. Constantly missing.
And then I fired, and I missed. This went on for several hours.
Orochi's hide was like steel. Blade left nary a scratch. His armor class was far too high. And he may have resistance to slashing damage. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. What wolf? Oh, you mean the pupper. As if to protect Nagi, it stood ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the pupper's coat shone brilliant. Brightly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the pupper that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt upon Orochi. Sadly, Orochi was allergic to puppers. It reared its terrifying heads, ready its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Because I am paid by the word. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening. Gigantic trees suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the pupper. This is starting to turn into an ad-libs. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand, however. Orochi, protected by mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson. He entered his goth phase, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Really long scroll. Orochi saw a chance to strike that would be the final blow. Ow! But Shiranui refused to give in with its last ounce of strength. The majestic pupper gazed heavensward and unleashed its mighty howl, as it talked about its favorite Final Fantasy XIV expansion. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above. I do apologize. English isn't my first language. But that would be bunnies. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Ow, aren't they still in a cave? Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms. He leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. What about their snazzy hats? Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky of the cave that they were in. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the pupper into his arms and returned to Kamiki. To turn in his quest reward. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. He was taking a nap. The village ender gently stroked the pupper's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark. Wait, is he a pupper or is he a horse? Then closed his eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Because it was slumber. Snore, snore. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the pupper within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. Otherwise, this would be a very short game. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years has passed since Nagi and Shiranui's epic, heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Neither will you. This is only a 1-hour game. Right? Is this a legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. Just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. We beg to differ. Run away! Oh, he who seeks power. He who has broken my bonds. Speak the wood. I wish darkness upon the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power. Nope. Nope, 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 big nopes. Wait a minute, those aren't cherry blossoms. I think. Nope. Okay, good. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one villager who seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of the sacred tree. A pupper-shaped tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood Sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. Ancient 100-year prophecy. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world, on this plate. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. Wait, why are you rolling around? Stop eating that poop. Only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle, none other than our mother, and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. May you get finished with this soon so we can turn you back into a statue. Sniff. Wasn't me. Amaterasu. Gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your power to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Huh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh ho ho. Oh he. Phew! What on earth? Ew, it's a bug. Squish it. You again? Ow, are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Are you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I am a wandering artist. I'm a freelance. I take commissions. Just check my Etsy store. The name's Isun.
Wandering artist, Isu.
I'll show you how great I am at, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. You should just see my fan art. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Hey, you look just like that statue of Shiranui. That bionicle puppy. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? You crazy? Handsome guy like me should never be covered in pupper slobber. Yeah, I really dislike it when... I'm not exactly a big fan of puppers. They like to chew my ears. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. I'm gonna draw some comic fan art, thanks to which you'll never see. It'll make me use my pride sword, Denko Maru, against you. Oh, something's scared of it. What's that growling sound? Why is it so dark anyway? Oh great god, Amaterasu. It's all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Takia girl sure said some weird stuff. Villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit, that girl said. If you cut it down, village will be restored. It's awfully high up there. You don't use some kind of special power. There's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. That can happen while you're taking a nap.
Walkies? Walkies? Walkies!
Thank you all for watching. You're welcome to come see me record these episodes live at twitch.tv/SuperBunnyBun. You can also come say hi on Twitter at SuperBunnyBun.
But most importantly, I'd really appreciate it if you could like yourself, comment about how awesome you are, and subscribe to Happy Thoughts. And until next time, stay spicy and huggable. Bye!
Yeah, I mean, duh. If you've got a sword, you've got a paper seal, or just anything, a vase that has a bunch of scroll writing on it, don't touch it. Oh, it's just old stories. Nothing could possibly happen. Yeah, nothing bad has ever happened from phrases like that as you go and vandalize stuff.